It's December 2024, and there's still so many conversations on, UK media around immigration, the number of, people coming and leaving the UK, how the Labour government is trying to reduce net migration, so much pressure on them. And one of the things I tell people who are immigrants like myself in the UK is that you need to make yourself very much valuable for the jobs available in the United Kingdom. And this is one of the things that, for example, nurses are of high demand in the UK, and that's because there are limited number of people or number of nurses or healthcare professionals, and that's the major reason why the UK is depending on the overseas worker to fill in all of those slots. Now, if you can't work as a nurse, if you can't work as a doctor, how do you make yourself relevant? And this was the question I asked myself in 2021. How do I make myself relevant in the UK job market in order for me to leverage on the opportunities available without having to be forced to get into the healthcare space? And that's why this video I'm going to share with you. If you're currently in the UK on the student visa, you are on the postdoc visa. As a matter of fact, you're on the health and care visa, and you're looking at moving to getting either a global talent visa or a skilled worker visa, then you sure do want to stick to this video till the end. And if you're coming across my channel for the first time, you want to hit on the subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. And my fellow subscribers, thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now, in 2021, when I came into the UK, February 2021, there was a lot of things going on through my mind, how I can actually transition. I had a BSc in biochemistry. I came into the UK to study a master's in business administration, MBA. Those are two totally unrelated professions. And the thought was, what exactly is going to happen after I finish my program? How am I going to be able to penetrate into the UK job market? What kind of job role am I going to apply for? And how do I get sponsored? That was the most important. Those were the most important questions in my mind at that time. And not everyone is going to work as a nurse. Not everyone is going to work as an healthcare assistant, even though those are fantastic roles. But the kind of future I wanted for myself in this country, working as a nurse or working as an healthcare assistant might be a little bit impossible. So I thought of myself, what do I need to do? Now, because I've got an MBA, my decision was that I was going to go into business analysis, and I have a little bit of experience on website design, digital marketing, SEO management, and all of that. So I was like, okay, let's start looking for digital marketing roles also alongside. And I think this is one of the major things people who are coming to the UK on student visa, work or the postdoc visa need to ask themselves, what exactly is the plan? What are you planning to do, towards the end of the program? Now, the thing is, you don't necessarily need to look for a job. If you're a professional or you've got a skill set that you think is globally relevant, then you can also leverage on the global talent visa. I think I've talked about the global talent visa a whole lot on this channel, which is not going to be the focus of this particular video. So what I did was I knew it was time for me to upskill. I had to build up my skills on business analysis. I had to brush up all of the digital marketing skills I had, and I started applying for jobs. And trust me, it wasn't easy. I kept getting loads of rejections. For those of you following my channel for a while, you guys know all of the story. I got loads of rejections, and I thought, okay, now that I have two job roles I'm trying to get into, let me add one more. And that was when data analytics came into the picture. So I decided to learn data analytics on my own. Went on YouTube, went on edX, went on Coursera, went to different, websites, and I was learning all the important tools I needed to land a data analyst job. And that was where the journey started. And I had my first interview in data analytics. I failed. I had a second one. I passed, and I got a job. And the rest is history. I've worked with 3 different organizations in the last 2 years, and of course, they sponsored my visa, and I was able to, get into the UK job market basically and become an asset that allows us to be able to move to different organizations, on next level roles. Now, the point I'm trying to make here basically is that if you're an immigrant in the UK, you're on the student visa, you're on a skilled, you're on a postdoc visa, it's time to build those technical skills to make you relevant in the UK job market. I tell people that, see, in 2024, in the next couple of days, we're going to be in 2025. The UK market is extremely competitive at the moment. Not because there are limited jobs, but there are so many people applying for that same job you're applying for. Now, trust me, if you apply for a job today, that same job role, over 100, 200 people applied for the same role. Now, it means that meeting the requirements or meeting the essential criteria or having all of the requirements on the job description is not enough. because you will be competing with people that have more than what is on the job description. So how do you get to, put yourself on the radar? How do you get to put yourself as part of the best among the best? Is to gain as many skills as you can. Now, one of the mistakes I see people make is they're so fixated about, oh, I need to get certification. Not every job role requires you to need to have certification. There are certain job roles that certification doesn't give you any competitive edge. Example is data analytics. I work as a senior analyst now, and I don't have any certification in data analytics. As I said, I've worked with 3 different organizations on a next level role, and I've never done any certification. So the most important part of data analytics is you getting the right skills, knowing what is required to land a job, building up the right technical skills, because the first stage of every data analyst interview is the technical assessment. So you will be tested for them to confirm if you have the skills to do the job. And that's one of the things that you're probably going to get if you decide to get trained with Tech Drive. Now, Tech Drive will be organizing a 6 weeks intensive training starting from the 20th of January 2025. Trust me, guys, you don't want to miss this training. During the course of the training, you're going to be trained on how to create automated report on Excel, how to, create ETL pipelines with SSIS, how to interrogate and manipulate data on SQL, and how to create a business intelligence report on Power BI, which is all you need to land your first data analyst job here in the United Kingdom. So all you need to do is to send an email to techdrive06@gmail.com or visit our website at www.techdriveuk.com to get all the details about the training, the requirements, and also the cost implication on getting on the training. So the major point is that, see, it's time to start building up those technical skills. I remember when I finished my master's program, or I think about 6 months to the end of my master's program, I became very aggressive with my search. I mean, I need a job. I need to get into the UK market right away, like yesterday. And, as I said, there were lots of rejections. And for a backup plan, basically, what I did was I applied for an healthcare assistant job. As a matter of fact, I got 2 offers for the healthcare assistant role. That was around October in 2022. And yeah, all I had to do was to finish up my pre-employment check and start work as a full-time, healthcare assistant. But I just couldn't finish up the pre-employment check. I mean, I was very reluctant because I knew the kind of future I wanted for myself in this country is not to be at work for 12 hours. I need enough time to be able to, do all of the business ideas I've got. I need enough time to be able to, leverage on so many other opportunities available in this country. And I just had the 2 offers. I was just looking at the offers on a daily basis, still thinking, Daniel, you need to get into tech. And not everyone will get into tech. All you need basically is just to look for that niche that you think you're interested in and start, getting all of the skill set, all of the knowledge to get into that space. Now, I said that data analytics doesn't require you to have, certification for you to get entry into the market. There are some other job roles that you might need to have certifications. For example, if you want to get into project management, for example, you need to have the Prince 2 certification. Like, it's not negotiable. And some of the people I've spoken with, it took them roughly about 4 to 6 months to get the Prince 2 certification done. If you're in a post-study work visa and you're looking at becoming a project manager, you need to start that certification now. I mean, right after watching this video, you need to go and enroll, go online and search on how you can get your Prince 2 certification and get the certification done. And that will give you so much competitive advantage when trying to get into project management. And some other job roles like software development doesn't necessarily need you to have certification. If you're able to prove your skill set on how, to work as a software developer, you're absolutely fine. They're going to test anyway, and they'll, confirm if you have the right skills. If you're looking at getting into software testing, you might need to have some certification, but also have proof that you can actually do the job. So there are lots of other job roles that you can actually leverage on. And as I said, not all tech roles are, involved or actually do involve coding. There's some tech role that, for example, business analysis, you don't need to learn how to code. You just need to know how to communicate and work with every other member of the team, basically. So yeah, the point basically here is just build up the right skill set, make yourself an asset in this country. That's the only way for you to be able to, gain some level of competitive advantage when you start pushing out those applications. I work with in organizations whereby at the moment, the current team I work with, I'm the only black, they're all white. And how do I get into the job role? Because I've got a skill set, and I knew when I did the interview, there were so many other white people that came for the interview, and I eventually got the job. So the whole idea of, oh, I'm not getting the job because I'm a black person, that's not a thing. It might be a thing in some part of the country, but it's not a thing majorly, really. So if it's a thing in this part of the country, move to another part of the country and get, to penetrate into that market that you've always wanted. So I hope you find this video informative. This was just like a random thought that came to my mind this morning. I was like, okay, let's show the video and share this insight with as many people that will be interested. So if you find this video informative, click on the like button. If you're coming across my channel for the first time, do also hit on the subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. And my returning subscribers, thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. So this will be the end of this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you.